So Tim, welcome to Fright Fest. You are here, well, you were here yesterday representing Azrael, Angel of Death, and for Friends, but today we're here to talk about your film, Ladybug. How are you feeling about the screening?
I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. This might be the biggest screen I've ever screened something in, and that room is very intimidating. But I am glad that it's finally being shown, and I'm excited to hear what people think.
I mean, I personally think it's going to play so well in there because it's a very intimate film, and it's very quiet, it's very intimate. I think being in that environment is kind of almost going to transport the viewer into the cabin, right?
I hope so. I hope it creates the kind of the solitude that we were trying to convey in the film. I mean, like there's 400 people, or in the room potentially. I'm very curious to see how people receive the film. It is slightly offbeat in its structure, and I'm very nervous, if I'm being honest, about the pacing, because this is my 5th film, but I've made 6 total, and everything says that there is an order to the way a narrative is told and unfolded and digested by its audience. And so this is actually my first truly independent film where we made it without the guidance of a studio or a development executive, and so we were given carte blanche on how to shape this story. And I'll be honest, I'm freaking nervous, but I'm excited too, because you got to shoot your shot.
And what was it about this story and this idea that made you want to create a feature around it?
For me, the story is truly about a character who's trying to run away from facing their dilemma, their problem. But it's also about characters who are ostracized in society because of who they are, and how that puts them into a vulnerable position where other people can take advantage of them. And those are the themes that drew me to Ladybug. And if anything, too, it's like the idea that love. I read a book called Martyr, where it says love is a room that exists when you step into it. And I feel that love can possibly exist between life and death as well.
It's very deep. So I was like, whoa, we're going really deep here in the media wall. And for those that can't be here today, where should they be looking on social media for updates about future screenings, releases, that sort of thing?
I hope to put it on my social media feed, Instagram at Tim Cruz Loves You. This is, I think, for all of us, we've made films before, but we've never really kind of marketed our own movie before. So we're still learning, and, maybe we'll make a website. Someone show us. But yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to let you go and enjoy your film. Your film, not somebody else's film. So Zach, welcome to Fright Fest. You're here with Ladybug, which is about to screen on the main screen. How are you feeling about the screening?
Well, I love the director and I love the team, but I'm always nervous. I'm definitely the actor that sits in the seat and I'm like, oh god. And I haven't seen the film, so for a first shot, I'm just like, we'll see what we get.
And what was it about, this script and this character that drew you to it?
Yeah, I think ambiguity in general is really cool for any character that I read, and definitely when I read Sawyer, I was like, the first time I read, I was like, do I like him or do I hate him? And I try not to project anything on anything that I play, at least until I'm in the process and not have any judgments about it. But even leaving this movie, I was like, looking back, I'm like, I'm excited to see what other people think about the character. And so it'll be fun to watch people's reaction and see. I don't know.
And a lot of this film is set sort of in and around this cabin. How did working in that location help you?
So cool. I've never been to Kentucky at all, but it's got this like backwoods kind of feel, and especially where we shot. When we first day on set, it's like there's like little wood steps coming up, and I was like, damn, there's a presence in there for sure. And I think that'll add to the ambiance, to the feeling of the movie. And then also there was moments in there I'm like, something's possessed in this cabin. Like there's 2 levels, as you'll see, and the top level, especially when I was up there, like there's a bedroom in there that my character's in, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to get out of here. But it was definitely a good feel.
And tell me a little bit about working with your co-star. This is a film that's it's based about a relationship, so that must have been key, making sure that you guys could have that trust to explore the areas that this story goes.
Yeah, film's so different than theater. I've done a lot of plays, and you work so long and you work with people for so long, and I think film is like you plug into an outlet and you pray that the people that you're working with have your back and that they're going to hold you. And I can honestly say that everybody on this set, from director to Scout to Anthony, all of them were so kind and caring. And I think what's cool about Anthony is he's such a supportive actor, and getting to work with him, he makes you shine, and that's what I admire most about people that I work with. And so I'm really thankful that I got to be around these guys and that they built me up.
And Anthony, he also had a hand in writing the script. So was that also like a nice little cheat sheet, when you were performing?
Yeah, when I say like, what did the writer think? I'd just be like, yo, Ant, what do you think? You know what I mean? And it's cool too, is that I think there are some writers that are so attached to everything, their words and everything. And this was very malleable, and we stuck to what he wrote for sure. But I love that he has the flexibility also in the moment, and playing with him there, we were like, maybe that doesn't feel right. Maybe we try this or try that. And so I think that there's a level 2 of just some improv on the day and on the set that we definitely had here that I'm like very thankful to do.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you go and work out your opinion on your character.
We'll see, right? We don't know, and we'll know soon.
Thank you. So, Anthony, welcome to Fright Fest. You're here with Ladybug, which is about to screen on the main stage soon. How are you feeling?
I am feeling so nervous. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so nervous. I think with any artist and a play artist in the movie, having others watch your work, it's incredibly it gives me so much anxiety. But I'm very blessed and happy to be here too.
And as well as starring in this film, you also wrote it. Where did the genesis of this idea come from?
I had done some research into a serial killer in Indiana. His name is Herb Baumeister, and he murdered a lot of LGBT youth back in the 90s. And he fled the country and he committed suicide. But I thought, what if somebody moved into his home and he was still living, and he got someone was able to get revenge for everything bad that he had done in his life, and that was the inspiration for Ladybug.
One of the things that I really like about this film is it's a very intimate film. It's predominantly set within the confines of this cabin. What was it like working in that environment as a performer?
It was so hot. Oh my gosh, we sweat every day in that cabin. We did have AC, but we couldn't use it because it was too loud during filming. But we shot in the summer. It was 90 degrees every day in that thing. But it was haunted too. It was so scary. It was scary working in there because everyone felt stuff. Everybody, the crew and the cast. We found out even our armoire, between a couple of mediums and ghost investigators that came in, that there was a little boy spirit trapped in there. It was playing with his ball. Weird stuff. It's weird shooting a supernatural movie in a supernatural place,
That is wild. And tell me a little bit about working with your co-stars. Working with Zach in particular. How much work went into, building that safe space of trust, because these characters go on quite a journey together.
Well, Zach and I have known each other for a really long time. I consider him a very close friend, and we just rehearsed it in the hotel. We always, every night before going to set, we would run the scenes and say, oh, I like that, let's do something different. So then when we got on set, it was we're ready to go. Almost like a play. We had so much rehearsal before we actually filmed, which helps a lot.
So you have all these intense scenes with Zach, and then you have Scout Taylor Compton come in, and was that a little bit more fun?
Yeah, Scout, of course, brings she's a big burst of energy, and she's so bubbly and happy, and her energy really is so infectious, and having that to help we kind of balance out the darkness of the film and kind of the drama, we really needed it.
And finally, what do you hope that the Fright Fest audience reaction is, other of course than enjoying it? What do you hope they take from the story?
I hope I think anybody watching it will see the universal theme of love and acceptance. So I hope that's what they take away.
I'm going to let you go and enjoy your screening. Thank you.